The BBC has spent £100,000 of licensed payers' money on a legal battle to keep secret thousands of emails linked to Martin Bashir's notorious interview with Princess Diana. BBC chiefs have refused to release the emails that could reveal explosive details about how it handled the scandal as it erupted 3 years ago. In 2020, the Daily Mail revealed Bashir duped Diana into a Panorama interview in which she said, "There are 3 of us in this marriage," referring to Camilla. Bashir had faked bank statements to make Diana think her inner circle was selling her secrets. An inquiry by Lord Dyson, a former Supreme Court judge, concluded the BBC covered up Bashir's deceitful behaviour and preying on Diana's insecurity to obtain the interview. But documentary maker Mr Webb, who helped expose the cover-up, believes the BBC did not release all of its incriminating evidence. In 2021, he requested all emails between BBC managers and its information office sent from September to November 2000. The BBC has fiercely resisted his request for more than 2 years, hiring a legal team led by barrister Jason Pobjoy of Blackstone Chambers, who represented Boris Johnson during the Partygate allegations. Embarrassingly, the corporation initially claimed its archive contained no further documents, only to then apologize after discovering 3,200 emails. It then, however, refused to make these public, arguing they are either irrelevant or contain legally privileged information. Now, figures obtained by Mr Webb show how the BBC forked out more than £75,700 up until July in legal fees fighting his request. A day-long hearing was held at the Information Rights Tribunal last week, pushing the corporation's likely legal costs beyond £100,000. The spending comes after the BBC spent £1.40 on the 6-month probe by Lord Dyson. Mr Webb last night lambasted the corporation for a shocking waste of license fee payers' money and questioned why it was still fighting to keep the emails under wraps. He said, "The BBC say that all these emails I've asked for are irrelevant, yet they have spent tens of thousands of pounds in public funds to keep them secret. This looks like a shocking waste of license fee payers' money and of course deepens my suspicion that the BBC is still covering up. If they have nothing to hide, why on earth don't they release these documents?" Under a possible compromise struck last week, the BBC has agreed to let Mr Webb see a sample of 477 of its emails. The BBC apologized at the tribunal for errors in its handling of disclosure relating to the Panorama interview. Earl Spencer, Diana's brother, told last week's hearing that a BBC executive falsely claimed he conspired with Bashir to persuade Diana to take part in the Panorama interview. A heavily redacted briefing by Lord Hall of Birkenhead, head of news at the time and later Director General, to the BBC's governors in 1996 suggested Earl Spencer gave Bashir bank statements belonging to his former head of security.